Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick chatting about fragrances video like I normally do. I'm sitting kind of weird because the sun is protruding extremely through that window right there behind me. If you want to be blinded for a second. Oh, yeah. So I'm sitting kind of weird to negate that effect. Anyways, I wanted to talk very quickly about Armaf Club de Nuit Man because I had done my impressions on it, and I just wanted to give you an update on it. I've worn it several times since I got it, and it's been very good. Nothing's really changed, so nothing super exciting there. But I always like to give like an update on these new fragrances that I get. Performance-wise, it's been pretty good. It is a little strong, and I kept comparing it. I think I was comparing it to Ventana in my impressions, which is not really fair because they're two completely different scents. But I think in my mind I was just comparing them because there were two Armaf fragrances and they were the first two I owned, so I was kind of comparing them in that sense. So they're not the same, but if I'm going to compare it to Ventana for whatever reason, performance-wise, it is much stronger at the beginning. Uh, quite powerful, and then it dries down and it becomes nice. It doesn't it's not like super powerful at the beginning. Like for instance, 1 million, when it first came out, to the best of my knowledge, was like a nuclear blast kind of scent. It was like a one and done clubbing king kind of deal, and it's been reformulated and doesn't work the same. This is not that strong at the beginning, but it's pretty potent. So it dries down nicely. It doesn't overpower very much. I haven't worn it around people too much because people are, but yeah, I've worn it a number of times, and it smells good. It lasts a long time for me, at least. Again, always different for everybody, but for me, it lasted like probably a good 3 to 4 hours. I know that's not a super long time, but for these kind of cheapy fragrances, I think 3 to 4 hours of good projection is fine. And then I would say it lasted a good 7 hours on my skin. Around the 8 hour mark, I could still sniff it, like on my wrist or whatever. I could still detect it. It just was very faint. So it probably is, for me, it lasts a solid 7, let's say. But wow, a lot of wind. But about 8 hours really where I could smell it. I probably think, like, not that I would, but if this was a cologne, like let's say I sprayed this on myself before I went to bed, I'm sure I would smell this when I got up. So performance is good. Can't really complain. Like I said, I don't want to compare it to Ventana, but it lasts a lot better, and build quality is so much better. So much better than Ventana. And so just a little aside real quick, what are some Amaf fragrances I'd really want to try right now? Well, I really want to try Très Nuit, which is the Green Irish Tweed clone, because I'm just interested in kind of smelling at least a facsimile of Green Irish Tweed. I have Cool Water, and I know those are compared all the time. And people say, oh, they're similar, but there's differences to them. I just kind of want to know what the differences are. Even if I'm not smelling the actual Green Irish Tweed and I'm smelling a clone, I want to know what the differences are. I really can't. I've heard Green Irish Tweed is more like blue and aquatic, whereas, or I'm sorry, Cool Water is more blue and aquatic, where Green Irish Tweed is more green. I don't know what that really means. I can't really, picture or smell in my head what that smells like. So, but yeah, I want to try that one. I want to try Shades Wood. Sounds very interesting. And there's a few more. Somebody recommended me a few fragrances. A couple people. Halloween Man, which they said smelled a little bit like 1 million. I'm hesitant to purchase that simply because I have what I consider to be an excellent 1 million clone, and I don't want to go crazy and get like very similar smelling scents, because I like to have like a lot of different scents to rotate. Um, but my cat is sleeping over there. But yeah, that does sound interesting, and the bottle is purple, and that's my favorite color, so that sounds pretty cool. I don't know, we'll see. That's a very cheap fragrance. What else? Somebody recommended me Gucci Pour Homme 2, or I don't know. I don't know what the name of it is, but that was like a tea based scent that was apparently very relaxing. That sounds amazing. So a lot of good scents that you guys have recommended me. Hey Pale, how you doing? Um, so and I really like when you suggest things because sometimes they're really good and I really end up liking them. So just to quickly reiterate, I have a sample batch of a clone company. They're a newer company. They're called Alt Fragrances. I have heard very good things about them, but there are not a lot of reviews. Much like when I started out doing the oil perfumery reviews, excellent company. Pretty much no talk about them on the internet. So I have a sample batch coming. Okay, you want to come sit on my lap? Sample batch coming, which will contain Creed Aventus, Creed Green Irish Tweed, Creed Viking, Tom Ford Fucking Fabulous. Sorry for the profanity, but that's what it's called, and Tom Ford Oud Wood. I've smelled Oud Wood. I've said it's one of my favorite fragrances. Little worried about that one simply because I feel like oud is kind of hard to make in a synthetic manner. These are cheap fragrances, so they're most certainly synthetic, but that's not a big deal to me. But the others I have not smelled. Obviously, I've smelled Aventus clone with the oil that I reviewed, and it smelled pretty damn good. So I'm excited to see what their take on it is. And I've always wanted to smell Viking. I know it's not the real Viking, but it's got to be close, right? So I'm going to do these reviews more like I did before, like just what they smell like. Are these good? Because I don't know exactly what the original smell like, so it's not a comparison. It's just my review of this fragrance. Is this a good fragrance? So interested. Now, from that list I just told you, I'm going to get them tonight, so I will do a review. I have at least one. I'm going to do first impressions for all of them because I think that would be really fun. But if any of those strike your fancy, if any of those that I listed sound really good to you, please let me know. And if, we get some comments before they come and I do the reviews, and people are wanting a particular one, I'll do that one first. But other than that, hi. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to probably do Viking first just because I'm very excited about that one. But yeah, those should be cool. And if it works out and they're good, that'll be cool because they're pretty cheap. And to differentiate itself from a lot of other clone companies I've seen, their website is like extremely organized and well made. They have very good social media presence, even though they're very clearly trying to get their foot in the door. I don't want to say anything yet because I have not smelled them. They could be bad, but maybe if they're good, I'm going to see about getting like a discount code for you guys or something. Like I want to do something where if you're interested in it, we can save you some money or something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, that's coming tonight. So I'll upload that tonight. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Just a quick chat, hanging out. Beautiful day here today. It seems like the winter is kind of gone. It's spring now, and we're getting some weather, nice weather. It's 50 degrees here. So anyways, everybody smell good and have a great day. Peace out.